I think what I think another thing that I need to decide is, can the Clippers actually contend for a championship? And will I have to go on an epic James Harden apology tour? Because I'm pretty sure the West is tied 4 ways right now. And the Clippers finally get some help in the standings. Denver and Golden State both lose. Denver again lost a tough one on a final possession that again involved Russell Westbrook. Golden State got clamped by the Houston Rockets. And that moves the Clippers up to the 5th seed in the West. And there's a tie for the 4th seed. Let's look at the standings, I guess. Where are the standings at? Here we go. Clippers, Warriors, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, all tied for the 5th seed. Clippers, Warriors, Timberwolves, Grizzlies. And I've been saying for a couple weeks now that I think the Warriors can get one more with Steph Curry since they made the Jimmy Butler trade. But the way that the Houston Rockets defended them last night was crazy. They held Steph Curry to 3 points. They had Draymond Green crashing out, which not hard to get Draymond Green to crash out, but they had Draymond Green throwing elbows and screaming at the refs and getting technical fouls. I don't know how he didn't get ejected from the game. But the Clippers are in the 5th seed. The Nuggets, not just the Westbrook thing, but the Jamal Murray thing, they're hoping to have him back by the start of the playoffs. The Nuggets without Jamal Murray are just a Jokic show. And what did he have? He had a 60-point triple-double a couple of games ago, and they lost. Last night he had a 41-point triple-double. He had 33, 13, and 12 at halftime. So another crazy game from Nikola Jokic that ends in a loss. So it feels to me like the Nuggets don't have the personnel. They have a Westbrook problem, I think, but they also the Jamal Murray thing. And then the Clippers are right there. The Warriors, I guess as long as they don't play the Rockets every night, they can make a run. Timberwolves, no. Memphis Grizzlies, who knows? Every time John Morant comes back, they go on a winning streak, but then they fire their coach for no reason, and now they're 3-7 in their last 10. And whoever said West carrying the NBA, when you really look at it, are they? The Lakers are the 3rd seed, bro. And the Lakers, since the Luka Doncic trade, offensively, awesome. But I have to stand on the fact that I don't think they're going to be able to compete with some of these teams because of their defensive issues, interior defense and their perimeter defense, just defense all around. But then I look at the Thunder and the Rockets and I'm like, the Thunder got destroyed last night. Was it last night? By the Lakers. Yeah, actually it was. And the Thunder have these games where they struggle to score in general. They have these SGA. First of all, SGA didn't have a free throw last night. Didn't have a single free throw. And what did we say? When players stop getting these calls all game, everything changes. And you saw the Thunder all the way back in the NBA Cup game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Slow down SGA, they can't score. We've been saying it for a while now. Slow down SGA, they can't score at all. That's exactly what happened last night. And slow down SGA, they struggle to score. So I see, some issues with the Thunder that make me think, I don't really believe that they can go all the way. I see, I might start believing in the Rockets, man. I might start believing in the Rockets in the Western Conference. Because the way they clamped Steph Curry last night was unbelievable. And if you didn't see it, go watch it. And when the Rockets played the Sixers, I was talking about their immaturity and the fact that they went down to the wire with those Delaware Bluecoats and they were kind of starting fights on the court. They looked like, they just looked like an immature team in that Sixers game that I watched. But they did not have Amen Thompson in that game. And Amon Thompson is a big time difference maker for the Houston Rockets. Look at him, man. 29 minutes, 14, 6, 6, 3 steals, 2 blocks, up plus 26. That dude's just a freak athlete. Şengün was dominating parts of that game. Dylan Brooks is Dylan Brooks. You know what I mean? Still maybe too young though to believe in the Rockets. So who do we believe in the West? Is it actually the Clippers? Dude, now that I looked at the whole Western Conference standings and kind of look at every team and who I think has the biggest issues, if the Clippers stay healthy. Oh no, am I about to say this? Am I really about to say this? I mean, if the Clippers stay healthy, that's like saying if the Sixers stay healthy, you know. Kawhi Leonard's playing great again. He's played since, January, which for Kawhi Leonard standards is miraculous. He's played since January without getting another, knee swelling episode or anything. But looking at these teams and like the issues that they have, I hate to say it, man. If the Clippers stay healthy, yeah, I might see them making a run for the NBA Finals. We've been saying this for the last 5 years. It's true. We've been saying it for the last 5 years against the 76ers too. But yeah, when you really look at the West, dude, none of these teams are like juggernauts. The Eastern, I think the Eastern Conference with the Cavs and the Celtics are much more powerful. If you were betting on who a team to win the NBA championship, I'm thinking Cavs and Celtics have a better chance than anyone in the West. That's what I think. But just looking at the West and where the Clippers are and like what all the teams look like from what I've seen, and I'm not sitting here watching every single game every single night, but yeah, if the Clippers stay healthy, I think they can actually make a run for the NBA Finals, and that scares me because I'm never going to come back from this. If James Harden wins an NBA championship with the Clippers and the Sixers are over here after signing Paul George and are tanking, there's no coming back from that for me. People are going to go get all of those old videos and all of those old clips, and they are going to be replying or posting them everywhere for the rest of my life, or at least until next season when everybody forgets about it. But, man, it's like I don't believe in the Clippers because I think there's some kind of juggernaut. I'm starting to believe in the Clippers because I see all the issues that every other team in the West has. You know what I'm saying? Harden chip before Paul George is crazy. Well, I mean, that's not that crazy. Who's less likely to win a championship? James Harden or Paul George? I feel like those are two players that everybody would vote against or bet against winning a championship. I don't think anybody ever expects Paul George to win one. Nobody ever really expects James Harden to win one. I do think James Harden is on he's got a different mentality this year, man. And that doesn't make me wrong. That doesn't make Sixers fans wrong for what we said about him when he was in Philly. He left. He didn't get the money he wanted. Then he got some kind of motivation to like, okay, I didn't get paid what I wanted to get paid. Let me show everyone that I still got it. Then he gets in shape. Then he starts taking his diet seriously and his lifestyle seriously. And even he said his sleep schedule seriously. And now he's playing the way that he's playing. So it's a totally different mentality that he has. But when he has this mentality, and if they stay healthy, Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to believe they can, man. And I don't know if that's crazy to say. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I just, and it's because I'm looking at the rest of the Western Conference and I don't see any team that I feel like is unbeatable. Za, I understand what you're saying. The Clippers aren't winning anything, but what team in the Western Conference do you feel like the Clippers, if healthy, can't beat in a 7-game series? You don't think the Clippers can beat that Warriors team in a 7-game series? I think it would be a battle. I don't see either of those teams being like some kind of overpowered juggernaut that they can't beat. OKC? Did you see what happened to OKC last night? Did y'all see what happened to OKC last night? Same thing happened to them in the cup game. SGA has 0 free throws. And that's it. It's like they don't have another player that could step up and make something happen. The OKC Thunder are just too young still, you know? Chet Holmgren, guys like this, like they have the potential to be NBA stars, but they need a couple years of development, I feel like. I just don't feel like I believe too much in the Oklahoma City Thunder yet. You know what I mean? Paul was never a good fit. Him and Joel overlap. Him and Joel overlap. What do you mean by that? You mean they're both hurt? I agree with that. Their injuries overlap. But we'll see, man. But yeah, just looking at the rest of the Western Conference, I can't rule out the Clippers, man. I can't. And if it happens, it would just be wild. It would just be wild if it happens. I don't think it's going to happen. They could come out of the West, though, man. They really could. They could come. I don't think they're beating the Cavs or the Celtics in the finals. But I do think if they stay healthy, they could get there.